Well, will there be a large-scale federal deployment to Tucson to crack down on illegal immigration? Well, right now, the city of Tucson says there's no reason to think so, but it's still releasing its plan just in case that does happen. The city says it's prepared to sue if Trump sends the National Guard here. Under the plan, Tucson police would not aid in immigration actions, but they may show up to, quote, for the safety of Tucson residents and to keep the peace if protests or demonstrations develop. That's what we're being told. Now, you may recall TPD has been deployed to aid in keeping the peace in recent months, once when a protest turned violent outside an ICE facility, and again when federal agents were conducting raids across southern Arizona for immigration and tax crimes. TPD would also continue to aid in federal operations concerning things like drugs, violent crimes, and human trafficking. But for immigration, the city would otherwise observe and document what's happening, then take the Trump administration to court. The city also wants to remind you that while you can record ICE or the National Guard in public, you cannot physically block them from conducting any raids, traffic stops, or other actions. So why are we learning about this now, these plans, especially because the city says there's no indication the National Guard or ICE is coming to Tucson in large numbers? Well, it's mostly because our city leaders have been watching what's happening in other cities, and that may include the recent deadly shooting of Renee Good in Minnesota. This here is some cell phone video from the officer before he fired his weapon. The Trump administration says Good weaponized her car and drove toward officers when she was shot. The Justice Department says it does not think there's enough evidence to back a criminal investigation into the officer who fired their weapon. But other videos of the shooting have many doubting